Family planning, bahala na si Lord. Yung babae lang ang dapat magpa-check up, bahala na siya.
Kapag sinabi mong family planning, yung default ng marami, check-up ng babae, vitamins ng babae, appointment ng babae, parang yung lalaki bystander lang.
Sa buhay, halos lahat may plano. Ang career, may roadmap. Ang savings, may target. Ang upcoming trip or traveling, may itinerary, plus may baon pa. Pero sa pagiging magulang at pagbuo ng pamilya, parang bahala na. Yan ang weird thing, 'di ba? Kasi lahat planado, pero yung isa sa pinakamalaking life decision natin, pinapaubaya na lang talaga sa timing. This Family Planning Month, observed every August by the Department of Health, gusto naming pag-usapan. Para sa mga couples na nag-iisip bumuo ng pamilya, ano nga ba talaga ang family planning? And let's be clear agad, okay? Family planning is not anti-baby. Hindi ito laban sa pag-aanak. It's actually the opposite. It's being ready, being healthy, and being intentional kung kailan, ilan, at paano nyo nga ba i-grow ang pamilya ninyo. Okay, let's define family planning first. Family planning is actually giving women choices about their reproductive health, whether or not they want to have children, allowing them to plan the right time to have one, the number, and spacing between pregnancies. So whether married kayo, cohabiting, or living in together, magpapakasal soon, or just having this conversation, this episode is for couples na seryosong pinag-iisipan ang next chapter. Let's get into it. And before we bring in our doctor guest, kailangan mo natin i-lay out ang ating mga myths. So these are pulled from actual conversations for our now serving community and to social media. Myth number 1, wala naman akong sakit, healthy ako. Pwede na kaming sumubok agad. Classic, basta walang nararamdaman, ready na. Okay, on to the next. Myth number 2, yung babae lang ang dapat magpa-check up, bahala na siya. Oof, unfortunately, isa yan sa sobrang Filipino na thinking, na para bang hindi kasama yung partner sa equation. Myth number 3, folic acid, pangbuntis lang yan. Pagbuntis na ako, dun na ako iinom. This one's everywhere. May time lag siya na hindi alam ng marami actually, which our guest doctor will also discuss later. Okay, last but not the least, medyo sensitive to guys ha. Family planning, bahala na si Lord. Actually, we're not here to argue with anyone's belief naman. Pero syempre, may medical side dito na importante malaman kahit ano pa ang values ninyo. So let's bring in someone who actually deals with these kinds of myths and questions every day. Joining us today is Dr. Angeli Ann Siang, a board-certified obstetrician, gynecologist, and oncologist. She completed her residency training in obstetrics and gynecology and fellowship training in gynecologic oncology at the Philippine General Hospital. She helps women navigate everything from reproductive health and pregnancy planning to the prevention and treatment of cancers affecting the female reproductive system. So we're so excited to have her with us as we talk about family planning, common misconceptions, and practical steps couples can take before starting a family. So hello, Doc. Thank you so much for being with us today. How are you po?
I'm good. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
Okay, sige Doc, let's jump in. Okay, one by one po tayo. So, unang myth po natin, wala namang sakit, ready na agad sumubok.
So, maraming ganito. Pero, feeling healthy is different sa being ready magbuntis. Our health is affected by our food intake, sleep, and stress. So, I usually recommend couples to consult with your OBGYN at least 3 months before kayo mag-try so we can establish your baseline health. Dito pumapasok yung tinatawag naming preconception counseling. Ito yung one-on-one na usapan mo with your doctor bago pa man magsimulang mag-try para matukoy kung may mga risk factors na maaring maka-affect sa pregnancy nyo. Kasi may mga kondisyon na wala kang nararamdaman pero nandun na, like yung diabetes, hypertension, thyroid problems. Hindi mo malalaman kung hindi mo ipapacheck. At kapag hindi na-manage ang mga yan before kayo magbuntis, mas mataas yung risk ng complications para sa nanay at para sa baby. Tsaka yung mga gamot na iniinom ng pasyente, may mga gamot na kailangan palitan before magbuntis kasi hindi safe, lalong-lalo na during the first trimester. Kasi during this time, hindi pa alam ng marami na buntis sila. We also need to check your lifestyle, stop smoking and alcohol, mag-exercise, and improve your food intake.
Dok, 3 months pala, ganun pala dapat yun. Akala kasi ng marami, actually based din sa nakikita ko, basta kapag handa na yung kwarto, may decorations na, may baby bottles na, meron ng baby clothes, ready na, go na. Para kasi yung focus na lang lagi is baby preparations, pero nalilimutan yung para sa parent.
Yes, agree. And syempre, dapat may pangalan yung baby. Hindi. Kidding aside, 3 months before talaga, dapat mag-consult na kayo.
Tapos search po sa Google kung ano meaning ng pangalan para maganda yung ano ng baby. Sige po, let's go. Myth number 2, Doc. Yung babae lang daw po dapat ang magpa-check up.
Okay, so kapag sinabi mong family planning, yung default ng marami, check-up ng babae, vitamins ng babae, appointment ng babae, parang yung lalaki bystander lang. Hindi ganyan. Ang fertility, it is not just a female issue. It is a couple issue. 50-50 equation yan. Especially sa mga cases na hirap magbuntis. Halos kalahati ay dahil sa male factor. Kasi pwedeng abnormal yung sperm count, yung motility or yung bilis, yung shape ng sperm mismo. Hindi yan halata sa labas. Hindi mo malalaman kung hindi mo i-check. Hindi porket macho, okay na yung sperm. So, pati yung lifestyle ng lalaki, smoker ba siya, umiinom, kulang sa tulog, lahat ng yan nakaka-affect sa sperm quality, which affects the pregnancy and even the baby's long-term health. Kalahati siya ng genetics ng batang gusto niyong ianak. So, kalahati din siya ng responsibilidad bago pa man magbuntis. Filipino male partners are statistically underchecked and it's time to change that.
Dok, ang ganda nung ano, highlight ko lang ang ganda nung 50-50 equation line. Kasi parang building a house na hindi pwedeng isang side lang ang pundasyon ng bahay yung matibay. Hindi porket mukhang healthy si Mr. Okay na yon, macho siya, ganyan. Kailangan pa rin natin ipacheck yun lahat.
Kasi kung isa lang yung magpapa-check, kung sabi mo nga, isa lang yung pundasyon, guguho yung bahay na yun.
Ang galing. Okay, sa mga lalaki, narinig nyo na si Doc, get checked with your partner. Wag na matigas ang ulo. Okay, number 3, folic acid for pregnancy only.
So, this is actually the importance of timing and consulting early with your OBGYN. Folic acid prevents neural tube defects. Very early in pregnancy, during the first 3 to 4 weeks, bago pa man mag-pregnancy positive, the baby's brain and spinal cord are already starting to form. So, they start as a tube. If hindi sumara yung tube na ito ng maayos, the baby may develop problems affecting the brain, spine, or nerves na tinatawag na neural tube defects. So, we usually recommend to start at least 3 months before trying yung folic acid. So, the standard dose is around 400 to 800 micrograms daily, pero depende pa yan sa risk factors ng babae. Kaya consult with your doctor kasi pwedeng mas mataas yung kailangan nyo. Sa pagkain naman, we include vegetables such as malunggay, kangkong, pechay, yung mga beans like munggo, fruits like oranges and avocados. Pero usually, kulang yung nakukuha sa everyday food, kaya we recommend supplementing. At para naman sa mga lalaki, yung folic acid also supports your sperm quality din. So, hindi lang yan para sa babae.
Grabe, Doc. So, start na pala agad bago pa mag-positive ang pregnancy test. Basta gusto niyo na mag-try. And again, going back to our third point, no, folic acid is also helpful for our male partner. And that's interesting kasi usually hindi naman yun sinasabi ng mga doktor, no po.
Yes, pero pwede na sa kanila yung diet.
Okay, Doc, noted po yan. And ito po yung last one natin. Medyo on the sensitive side po siya. It says na, bahala na si Lord. Ano pong thoughts niyo dito?
Okay, so syempre, we live in a Catholic country and I understand if some people don't want to use contraception. I respect that. So, meron tayong tinatawag na natural family planning. And this is actually one of the most difficult. This is very individualized. Iba-iba siya kada babae. You really need to understand your menstrual cycle. So, usually I advise my patients, or all women actually, to download yung mga menstrual tracking app. Marami namang free dyan. Iba-iba kasi yung length ng isang cycle ng isang babae. The average is 28 days, but some may have longer or shorter cycles, and this can be affected by different conditions like yung tinatawag nating PCOS or PMOS na ngayon. So, kung dun sa average na 28-day cycle, mag-ovulate ka around day 14. Meaning, yun ang pinaka-fertile na window. Mataas yung chance na mabuntis 1 day before to 2 days after that time. So, kung gusto nyo magbuntis, yun ang mga araw that you should be intimate with your partner. So, this natural family planning is still a form of planning. May knowledge required, may tracking, may discipline, and the real medical concern is no planning at all. Pregnancies na hindi ready yung katawan, close birthing space, maternal exhaustion, financial strain. So, whichever method you prefer, the point is, alam nyo dapat yung ginagawa nyo.
Agree ako dyan, Doc. Hindi naman natin sila pilipilit kung ano ba yung dapat na method na piliin. Rather, sinasabi lang natin na may mga planong available at dapat may pag-uusap. Okay, quick question lang po before we move on. Para sa inyo, Doc, ano yung pinaka-misunderstood na concept sa family planning na nakikita niyo po sa clinic?
Okay, ang daming misconception. Pero siguro, fertility is unlimited until menopause. So yes, there is a chance of getting pregnant habang nagre-regla pa yung isang babae. But ang fertility ng babae, unti-unting bumababa yan starting mid-30s. Hindi yan biglang nangyayari. Gradual siya. Pero talagang bumababa. Hindi lang yung chance na mabuntis yung affected. Habang tumatanda, tumataas din ang risk ng complications during pregnancy. Merong diabetes, hypertension, preeclampsia, at kung ano-ano pa. Tumataas din yung risk ng chromosomal abnormality sa baby like yung Down syndrome. So, yung sinasabi nilang later na lang, pag stable na, pag may bahay na, may medical window yan na hindi naghihintay. Hindi ko sinasabi na mag-rush. Sinasabi ko na ang later ay may kahulugang medical. At mas maganda kung alam niyo yan bago kayo magdesisyon.
Thank you, Doc. Sobrang ganda rin ng sinabi mo kasi feeling ko isa rin ito sa misconceptions talaga na nililimutan ng kababaihan. At also parang nakapagbigay din siya ng validation for those women na talagang prefer nila na wag muna magbuntis. At the same time ay nabavalue din ito yung mga nagka-family planning talaga at looking forward for growing their family in a larger scale.
Yes, and we're here to help the women, to guide you in what you want.
Doc, okay, so for couples na nag-iisip mag-grow ng family right now, ano po yung hindi dapat nila ma-overlook?
Okay, very good question. First is preconception checkup for patient and her partner, ideally 3 months before. Second, start folic acid as early as 3 months before kung gusto nyo nang magbuntis, even before the positive pregnancy test. Third, lifestyle check. Hindi lang yan pampaganda. May effect rin yan sa hormones. Eat healthy. Stop smoking. If hindi ka nag-exercise, walk a little. Hindi naman kailangan maging athlete agad. And fourth, check your mental health. Ang healthy pregnancy ay hindi lang tungkol sa ultrasound, vitamins, laboratory tests. Kasama rin dito ang pag-aalaga sa mental and emotional well-being ni mommy. Because when we care for the mother, we also care for the baby.
Doc, yung mental health audit, no, parang madalang yan napapag-usapan, lalo na sa generation natin. Akala mo, sino mga tao talaga ay kaya naman, basta in love, puno ng pagmamahal, sparkles, glitters, and physically and financially ready na.
Sana nga, love is enough. Pero hindi. So yes, hindi madalas pag-usapan ng mental health. Pero raising children is no joke. Mahirap ang pregnancy mentally, hindi lang physically. So both partners dapat ready, hindi lang isa. It really takes a village to raise up a child. Kailangan pag-usapan yung finances, support system, work setup, handa ba yung budget, support from your partner, family, and friends can make a really big difference.
Ang daming considerations and ang daming items to check on your list, Doc. And when it comes to family planning and wanting or trying to get pregnant, kailan po ba dapat makipag-usap na sa doktor?
So again, ideally, even before trying to conceive, maganda nang magpa-consult agad. Pero kung may mga red flags, mas important na huwag nang mag-intay. Example, kung below 35 years old kayo and 1 taon na kayong nagtatry, regular na nagtatalik without any contraception pero hindi pa rin nagbubuntis, or even shorter, kung 6 months na kayong nagtatry magbuntis and you're already 35 years or older, it's time to consult. Magpatingin din kung irregular yung regla, sobrang sakit ng menstruation, may history ng recurrent miscarriage, pelvic surgery, or mga sexually transmitted infections. Kung mayroon din kayong mga medical conditions tulad ng diabetes, high blood, thyroid problems, or autoimmune disease, mas mabuting ma-optimize muna yung mga yon bago magbuntis. So again, important ang consultation kung may family history ng genetic conditions or birth defects Or ang babae o lalaki ay 35 years old pataas dahil may mga additional considerations sa fertility at pregnancy. So the goal is not to alarm couples. Hindi namin kayo tinatakot. But we just want to identify any concerns early so we can improve the chances of having a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby.
So makinig po tayong lahat. Ang rule ay hindi nyo kailangang DIY. Kapag may tanong, may doktor, yun ang point, magpa-check up. And kung iniisip nyo, saan ba talaga kami magsisimula? Sa Now Serving may ilang specialty na fit para sa family planning. Number 1, OBGYN, main specialty para sa fertility, prenatal prep, and counseling on family planning methods, modern or natural. Number 2, family medicine or internal medicine, pang-baseline checkup for both partners, blood work, BP, sugar. It's a full lifestyle assessment. Number 3, urologist or andrologist. Ito ay para sa ating mga male partner, lalo na kung delayed na ang conception or may specific concerns sa reproductive health. Number 4, definitely not the least, psychologist. Sabi nga natin kanina, when you build a family, you should not just be physically and financially ready. Dapat mentally din. Psychologist will help you with that. At madali lang mag-book. Pumunta lang sa ating Now Serving site or app, search by specialty or symptom, makikita nyo agad ang available na doctors with their schedules. Pwedeng online consult or in-person. Depende sa inyong preference. May presyo agad na nakalagay, so no hidden surprises. Before kayo mag-book, ito rin yung mga dapat nating itanong sa sarili. Plano ba namin mag-try ngayong taon o exploring lang? May pre-existing conditions ba either one of us? Anong vitamins or meds ang tinitake namin ngayon? May family history ba ng diabetes, hypertension, or genetic conditions? Bring those answers and the consultation becomes quick and purposeful agad. Also, para sa ating mga listeners dyan na may kakilalang gustong magpa-check up sa Now Serving, Pergy man o hindi, you can now give wellness and care to your loved ones through the Now Serving Care gift card. Purchase any amount and the recipients receive your gift via SMS or email. They can claim your gifts on Now Serving app anytime. No expiry, no pressure. And more importantly, their checkup remains private. Bili na ng Care gift card and give the gift of wellness to your family and friends. Okay, before we go, let's recap. Onting summary, ganyan. Myth versus fact. Okay, myth. Healthy ako, ready na agad. Ang fact, 3 months ang prep dapat at yun ang medical standard. Next, babae lang ang magpapacheck up. No, fertility is 50-50. Parehas dapat nagpapacheck. Number 3, folic acid pangbuntis lang. Clarify na rin doc na start 3 months before trying. Both partners will benefit. And lastly, bahala na si Lord Believe. Kahit natural method, plano pa rin yan. And the bottom line naman for Family Planning Month is that family planning is not against family at all talaga. It's how you protect the family you're building at magpa-check up, mag-prep at mag-usap. Salamat sa pakikinig and thank you so much Doc Angeli for joining us.
Thank you so much, and it's an honor to be here.
At kung may doctor kayong kailangan, alam nyo na, search nyo lang sa Now Serving. So bago ang next chapter, magpa-check up muna, okay? Halos lahat sa buhay pinagdidesisyonan. Ang pagiging magulang, dapat din. Until next time!
See you sa clinic!